system is John Updike from Dash Auctions. Please welcome John.
I walk around and I swing my hands everywhere, so I'm going to try not to be careful. But Sean, thanks for doing this. This is a great event. Everyone's really lucky to be here. Not all leagues do it as well as the AHL. And like I told you earlier, I don't know how I'm going to get any work done later, because I just want to go hang out by the pool and maybe drink some Coke and rum or something. But anywho, a little bit about myself. I'm the founder of Dash Digital Auction Showdown. We're the only digital auction platform that's built specifically for professional sports teams and their fans. But before I get way too into this, I want to take care of some housekeeping items, which is if everyone could just, for the 2% of y'all who don't have your phones out already, get it out and text this phone number here, because we're going to download Dash on your mobile device. I'm hitting the button. There it is. Cool. And while y'all are doing that, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, a little bit about Dash, how we got to the point that we are. So I started my sports career back in 2010 with FC Dallas, Major League Soccer. I was in ticket sales. It was awesome. It was there that I had my aha moment. My aha moment was that I had noted the struggles that our team's charitable foundation director had with the silent auction she hosted during our games. They were pen, paper, table chairs, super labor intensive for her. I'm sure some of y'all have been chasing people's credit cards down for like 3 days after these auctions, right? And for the fans, they really weren't there for the game. They were there, for the auction, they were there for the game. So it was a really stagnant experience for them as well. And at the end of the day, it really just meant money left on the table for them. So last April 2016, we brought Dash to market on both Android and iOS. Since then, we brought on board 32 teams across all sports and have hosted over 150 auctions on our platform. Things are going really well, and I'm super stoked to be able to share that with y'all today. What we found is that we've made the lives of charitable foundation directors and marketing people and merchandise people much easier and broadened their audience. That was pretty simple. It's not that hard to do. But what we found over the last year is that auctions can actually put butts in seats. They can help support your brand and partnership activations, and they can be one heck of a sales pipeline for you too. And so that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Hopefully you take lots of notes and steal all my ideas. So here's just some quick Dash stats. These are things that we've learned in the first year of doing business. So one download, they didn't have to buy anything. That's going to come pretty well. Most bids on an auction, 628. I'll share that story with you. That's pretty solid. Most bids without winning was one lady at the Norfolk Admirals ECHL. She bid 48 times. She was the first phone call that the Norfolk gave on Monday morning. So how do we do it? We really just leverage what's existed in the game day environment for the past 100 years, which is auctions, right? But it's only really been until recently that we've been able to provide a quality digital auction experience for fans. And that's because our cell phones are much more powerful, and so are the cell phone networks as well. Not too long ago, you probably couldn't even send a text message in your stadium, but now you can. And what we found is that these auctions are really the Trojan horse to get into the palm of fans' hands, to get them to do what we want them to do, just to buy more things, put butts in seats, support our brand and partnership activations. So how does it work? Super duper easy. I'm sure we're all on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter already. You can use your phone, your tablet, your desktop for fan. You hear fans go to the Dash app. You can bid on this side and this side and this item, or this experience, this experience, this experience. And now they're connecting anywhere in the world with their favorite team, which is hopefully y'all. So where do teams win? Dash wants to be a strong, viable asset for your club, guys. Not only are we going to help you increase your audience, we're going to improve your efficiency and give you more time to go do other things that you want to do. Like I said, we're going to help you put butts in seats. We're going to help with the sponsorship activations as well. So unless you want to raise your hand, when you guys are in a negotiation with a new partner or an existing partner that's up for renewal, how many of those negotiations does that partner want to be a part of your social media activations? Probably quite a bit of them, right? So let me tell you how to position Dash, if you're in this scenario, in those negotiation and partnership deals. So I'm going to use my phone here, right? So here's the phone call. Mr. Partner, we have this new tool called Dash. We use it to activate with our fan base for digital auctions during our games. It's pretty cool. What we're finding is that fans are interacting with these auctions anywhere between 22 and 30 times per auction. That's pretty good. How would you like to be a part of that? And then just be quiet. Because at that point, if you're with the right partner, they're going to start throwing out creative ideas where they can bring some items to your auction. Or they can leverage their social channels and their marketing database to add more fuel to the fire to activate with your brand. That's pretty cool. Second best sales pipeline. I love this one. There's no losers in Dash. So here's the scenario. You've got your typical jersey auction, 25 jerseys. You have 100 bidders. Well, what happens to those 75 people who didn't win? They probably walked right out of your arena with nothing in their hands, or a large majority of them, right? Well, now with this tool, you can hit them with a secondary offer before they even leave their seats. You just got to know what that secondary offer is. And the likelihood of those people coming to your merch store or hitting you up to say, hey, I want this secondary offer right through Dash, is much higher. You're going to increase your revenue. How to use Dash. So here's the butts and seats stories. If you're a lacrosse fan, the New England Black Wolves just executed on this perfectly. So they had a jersey auction. All their fans were asking, we want in-game jerseys, begging all year. So they finally hosted one at the last game of the season. And so what they said is you must be present to win. Not the item, to win the proceeds of the auction. And so what the Black Wolves did is they reached out to all the youth lacrosse teams in town. And they said, look, if you come out and buy a ticket to the game, that's going to enter you into a raffle to win the proceeds of this auction. And we're going to take you down onto the field at our last intermission and present you with one of these big checks. We've all done it, right? Well, the great thing is that they had every youth lacrosse mom in New England selling tickets for them. That's gold. Some ladies sold 100 tickets. Some people sold 25. Guys, that's solid. It's a great team outing for these lacrosse teams too, and you guys can do that also. Emotional fan engagement. Here's another idea that you can execute on your auctions. So the Norfolk Admirals hit 600 plus bids and over 10,000 digital impressions in like a 6-hour time frame this past year. All they did was stagger the end times of their auctions. So they had 25 jerseys. Phase 1, 6 jerseys. Phase 2, next 6. So what they did is the first auction ended in the first period. Second phase, and into the second and third, and then at the end of the game. And what this did was create urgency with their fan base and the fear of missing out from their fans to get their players' favorite jersey. It was pretty cool. Really well done. Sales pipeline. After every auction that you host, if you are working with another digital auction provider that doesn't give you this, you're missing the boat. Because what this is all the metrics of your auction. Who bid on what? How many times they bid on it? What items were popular? What were people looking at? So that you can go make more informed decisions when you go host your next auction. That wasn't me. Is that my cutoff? Am I done? That's my hope. Live TV. We actually are live on our Facebook and Twitter channels. So that's cool. So what does Dash bring to the table? I'll wrap it up pretty quick, guys. The thing that we bring to the table is our experience. We have over 32 teams and over 150 options that have been listed on Dash. What's crazy is that there's a lot of professional sports teams out there who will use the digital auction platforms for like the Big Brothers Big Sisters charity gala, or the, let's just call it the ASU annual alumni golf tournament that gets hosted one time a year. So people who built these digital platforms did not build it for you. You are not their marketplace. Dash is your marketplace. We have built this for professional sports teams. And we have creative ideas and the success stories to share with you to get your auctions up and running or take them to the very next level. And we will continue to have those ideas and success stories because we work with the most creative agencies in the world, which are professional sports teams. And they're using a tool called Dash to emotionally engage their fan base. Buckets of fans, last point here. So what happens when someone gets into the Dash platform and they're a fan, right? We capture their phone IDs. What capturing their phone IDs allows us and you to do is message your fans when, how, and wherever you want, right? So if it's that secondary offer, you can. So when a team gets started up with us, they may land 150 phone IDs for their first auction. When they host their second auction, they have 150 fans that they can instantly message. That's one right swipe away to going directly to their auctions. And then they just picked up another 150 fans. So now their bucket's 300. When they host their third auction, that bucket gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You can see where this goes when it relates to becoming a really powerful tool for you and your team. So how much does it cost? It doesn't cost anything. There is no upfront cost to working with Dash, and that is very intentional. We take our money on a 10% transaction fee, and that also includes the 3% credit card fee, so your fan doesn't have to pay that, and you don't have to pay that as well. Why I like this, and I've set it up this way, is that it holds Dash accountable to providing a great experience, not just for you in using our platform, but something that you're going to be proud to put in front of your fans that they want to interact with you with. What do you have to lose? Guys, my phone number is right there at the bottom. If you want, I'm going to be up at the vendor showcase. I'm happy to answer any questions. Or if you're not going to be able to make it, or if there's people who are talking to me, send me a text message. Put your name and your team, and I will follow up with you in the next couple of days. Thank you so much, guys, for your time.
Thank you, Jonathan. I've got a handout. This is very important. Thank you. And two important questions for the next 3 years.